Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Etheria started video. And today we've got Yeli. That's right, she of course has been revealed and released now on all of the servers. And actually Pride 1 has just updated the tier list to include her as well. And look at her, sitting pretty in tier 0. Well, in today's video, we'll go over her skill priority as well as some of the showcases here, because we can see her cleaning Rengo, and huge shout out for Grimro from Pride 1 for sending it to me. And yes, we are going to see some amazing stuff coming out of her. And I do like it because she's not game breaking, but definitely is going to be a very strong character. Now, we've already seen in the trailer that her passive is a monstrous beast, right? 100% chance if she lands a crit to additionally cast Arrow Spark, which is her S1, okay? And the S1 goes up to 240% in terms of the multiplier. And after that, it's 60% of the current chance, so it goes 100, 60, and then 60 of essentially 60. And after that, she can essentially chain infinitely if you got the right RNG. And also, if you take a look at the ultimate, with Nightfire, you gain a 2-turn crit buff. Okay, this is really insane. And then deals 3 hits of 120% damage and applies a defense down as well. And because it's a 50% chance with each hit, this is pretty much going to be near 100. She does need, of course, effect accuracy against bosses with some effect resist, but this is really strong. So yeah, you can see that a lot of times she'll be able to use her ult, and then S2 will proc, and then she's going to fire away. All right, her damage is really good in PvE, and because she is a light character, a constant, she's not going to be elemental weak compared to some of the other units. Now, we already see her in a lot of the content. If I just exit out and if we take a look, I believe we can already see, for example, in the module drops, Termaton should have a few clears with her. Oh, there's the Hoyan stuff. But I've seen her used in Termaton as well. It's still dot predominant, and yeah, I cannot pull up a Termaton recent clear with her. But for the shells, you definitely will start seeing her in, for example, Rengetsu, right? Even though it's super ditting heavy, but here, Yeli is there. Yeli is there with a 43-second clear. And looking at the Sharon, there's definitely Yeli as well. Look at that, currently topping the chart. So hey, she is doing work. Now, a lot of us are struggling with Rengo Inferno, right? I've got like a 10% rate clearing that. So we'll take a look at how she performs here, and also we will go through the tier list breakdown. But looking at how insane this is, Lily gets the pull, Claws can apply speed down and defense down, and here we go Yeli. Let me slow this down a bit, okay? And here we didn't even get that lucky. That was, I think, only one follow-up shot off of the S3. But as long as your team can kind of withstand the damage coming out, the Artisan, the shield is popping, and I do believe we got another Artisan from Claws as well. And here we go Yeli. Let's see what the Revelation is going to do, how much damage. So we're applying the defense down. Does it hit? It does like 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Oh my god. And of course, with the follow-up attack from Lily, you get an extra shot in. Hey, it's not going to trigger, all right, in terms of the follow-up attack, but look at this. She's fired 3 shots there again, which is about close to 90,000, isn't it? Hitting on the defense down target, hitting, yeah, exactly 23. Yeah, this is 75-ish. Oh, and that's 4 shots right there. So with a bit of RNG, she will definitely be able to essentially clean house. This is a really strong team. And you know what? It's, I would say, the upgrade to Ditting, all right? Now, we already have tested in the sense that we know Battle Well doesn't work, in the sense that you can proc Battle Well off of her to get the extra follow-up attack in, but that doesn't trigger an extra attack off of the Battle Well, if that makes sense. Because if you read the in-game skill here, it says that in the passive, it says that when you crit with an active skill, essentially she has to cast it actively and not from a Battle Well proc or Bramble proc or Lily S1 follow-up attack. All right, and you know what? I think that would have been a bit too broken, because you can just build her Battle Well, Bramble, and with the Lily, she will kill any single target boss fights. And yeah, I guess, hey, you know what, that would have been a bit too much, but this is still very strong. This is still very strong. And in terms of the levels, essentially the levels you want to go for is 4, 5, 5. quite expensive. Now S2 is definitely the most important because it increases your rate from 60%, I believe, to all the way to 100% on the follow-up chance. It's super key to consistency, so you definitely want to upgrade S2 max first, and then you have the option of either going S1 or S3. I've heard arguments for both. S1, the skill 1, does have attack stats behind it, so if you raise it early, of course you get these attack stats early. Now the S3, if you raise that, especially all the way to level 5, you have a much higher uptime on the crit buff as well, which is really good. And also the Purify effect dispelling every single buff is nice. It's quite nice. And you can see that a lot of the builds we're seeing, they're going for crit damage, and attack bonus. I've also seen crit damage and 2 attacks. This is because in her own dupes, she has a crit rate included as well. And with things like Fury Edge giving 12% crit rate, you can have her at 70% crit, and this crit buff will give her the remaining 30%. So she can really forego a lot of the crit rate right side and just run two attack bonuses or 2 crit damage bonuses with whatever is remaining, right? It is a bit gear heavy, and you definitely want to make sure that you have the right gear to support this level of build, but this is really strong in terms of the the amount of bonus she's able to bring out. Yeah, she's gonna do some insane damage, and this clear is gonna look super good as well. So all in all, I think I do like how good she is in terms of, you know, being a brand new character that is not too strong, not too overwhelming, and everyone hopefully have already grabbed a copy, because you don't want to miss out on this single target unit. But you don't need to go for dupes of her. Well, 1 copy of her will just do exactly fine, but a lot of investment is required. So hopefully your pulls are as lucky as mine, because I got mine pretty early, and I even went for dupes as well. But till then, thanks so much once again for watching this video, and it's TimaeuSS here, and I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye now. Oh, and before I forget, Revelation is the best in slot, but some people are cooking up things like Lion for the stacking, damage boost, and effect accuracy. If Revelation turns out to not be the best in slot, I'll let you guys know, and we'll test things out. Alright, but until then, thanks so much once again, and I'll see you. Goodbye now.